if you're a vegan activist, you, by definition, would have to argue for the rights of these animals. And when you're just making these welfarist arguments, that's not vegan activism. That's just animal welfarism. So you are going to have to make arguments like Name the Trait, where you link, human rights and animal rights together. So even though I understand that, there is a pendulum and it's swinging in the one direction and you're going to see incremental changes over time, if we're talking about vegan activism specifically, you do have to make those arguments linking animal rights and human rights. It's kind of like if we were to, be back maybe 200 years ago when black people were still in slavery. You're not going to make the argument that okay, well, maybe we could just improve, the welfare of these black people, make it illegal to import slaves because, they're dying on these ships and it's really horrible. And maybe we should just, make it so they can't be whipped too hard. They can only, be punished by other means. Like, if you're a human rights activist, you wouldn't make those arguments. You'd make the argument that these are human beings too. I don't see any difference between black people and white people other than skin color. So why aren't we granting them the same rights that we have?
No, I think that's completely wrong. I think that's exactly what we do and what we did do with slavery. So in the early 1800s, so about a little over 50 years before the Civil War, it became illegal to transport slaves. So the slaves that were here, and then any others would just have to be bred into slavery, which is obviously horrible. But then when it came time to emancipate, there was a bunch of different things. Like, a lot of people, especially in the North, wanted to emancipate, but also wanted them to be able to have the right to vote and a handful of things. And Lincoln told one of his senator buddies, if we ask for everything, we will not get the right amount of votes. We need to end slavery. And then 10, 15 years later, black men got the right to vote. And every movement, whether it's feminism or it's slavery, everything happens in baby steps, usually with everybody fighting to get each next step, like ending bullfighting or ending fur. Fur will probably get ended before consuming animals.